friends. Today I am so very excited. A little late on the bandwagon, things have been crazy, but today I'm gonna be doing my best in beauty 2018. All of my favorite beauty items that got me through 2018, that were my holy grails, that were just like fabulous, delightful. I loved them. And I'm gonna be doing makeup, skincare, and hair. I'm gonna do makeup first because I feel like a lot of the time people want to see the makeup first. I am gonna be doing this with my friend Ashley. We've become friends over the past few years. So once you're done watching my video, I suggest you guys go and watch her video. You can subscribe to her. She's a smaller channel. She is really fabulous. She's got the best accent. She's from Scotland. So it's great if you are someone who is in the UK. She's probably gonna have different items to me because she obviously is in the UK, and I think you can get most stuff over there, but there's some stuff that's different. I know they have different makeup brands in Boots that I can't get over here. So it's gonna be catering to both countries, which is really nice. I will link her video down below so you guys can go watch her video afterwards. She's so funny, she's so sweet. She's just really got a little sparkle. She's just so likable and she's really sweet and I love her. And my voice keeps going in and out, so eh. I'm gonna start off with foundation. I didn't really use primer that much this year or last year. Yeah, I don't know, primers just don't really work so great on my skin. But for foundation, I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup with the Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani. These two mixed together were my holy grail. I used it pretty much the entire year. I tried new stuff and then I was like, nah, I'm going back to this. So this is what I would say would be my definite best foundation of 2018. The Estee Lauder alone is a bit too heavy if you have fine lines and wrinkles. It can definitely accentuate the lines. So I wouldn't recommend it alone if you are in your 30s, 40s, whatever. This, if you are oily alone, is a little bit too dewy. So mixed together, because this is more matte and more long wearing, and this is more dewy and just like delicious skin-like. Mixed together, it's like the perfect little combination, and I absolutely love it for oily skin. For concealer, my favorite was the Milk Makeup Flex Concealer. I love this concealer. It comes out with a little doe foot wand applicator. It lasts really well. It is very lightweight, but does a good amount. It like has a good amount of coverage. It doesn't settle into fine lines and wrinkles. It doesn't look crap with my oily skin. The NARS Creamy Concealer I wore for so long, but I just found like my oil was just so intense with it that my under eye was always just looking disastrous. And with this, that never ever happens. So whether or not you're oily, I think even if you are dry, I think that's probably gonna work. I wouldn't say if you're super duper dry, because it's not a super hydrating formula, but if you're like oily, normal combination, normal to dry, I think you'll still be okay. It's just such a beautiful concealer and it looks so nice underneath the eye. The color that I wear is fair, and then this is, oh, wrong one. Most of the time I wear the 3W1.5 and the 5.5 in the foundations. And they have a new pump top now from Estee Lauder. It's $10 and it is amazing. I love it. I highly recommend you guys pick up the pump as well. For powder underneath my eyes, I used up 8 million of the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. This is the loose powder. It's amazing. I currently have another backup for when I run out. I probably buy one of these a month. I just use it so much. I love it. I set my entire face with this, and the reason I like this one so much is because it fills in your fine lines and wrinkles, it fills in your pores, it blurs your face to where everything just looks so much smoother, but it doesn't look powdery on the face and the skin. So it's really, really just a super lightweight, very fine textured powder, but it just does such a beautiful job of smoothing everything out and creating such a beautiful base for your contour, your blush, all of that good stuff. Especially if you are someone with oily skin that has quite big pores. Like my pores around here are pretty massive, and it does such a good job of kind of filling them in and making them look way smaller than they actually are. This is only for underneath my eyes. I used up the Ben Nye Super White Professional Powder for 2018. This is such a good powder. It's really affordable. You can get it on Amazon. I'm gonna link everything down below for you guys. So if there's something that you see that you're like, I gotta give this a go, that is absolutely a powder that you are gonna want. It's so good at brightening. The reason I first got hooked onto this was from Nat and Liv. They were like so huge on Instagram, and they started doing makeup videos, and I was like obsessed with their makeup videos because I love that bright under eye. And that's what they recommend using. They also used to use a pink one, which I do have, and I think the pink is really good if you are extra dark underneath there. My under eye is not my problem area, thank God. The rest of my face is, but my under eye is actually quite decent. So I can get away with just doing the white, and I just buff it in with a little Morphe, like fluffy, I think it's an eye brush, but I don't know what it is anymore because, oh, I'm sorry, it's like barely there. MB23. Buff it into circular motions underneath the eye, and it just brightens up. It kind of helps to contour your face. It makes you look so much more awake and alive and vibrant and like chiseled, and it's just so beautiful. And it also helps to really smooth out underneath the skin and control the oil. So I absolutely love that. And then as far as like an all over setting powder, I know it sounds like I wear 8 million pounds of powder, but when you are oily, you can afford to wear 8 pounds of powder because you have so much oil that comes through that you end up never ever looking powdery. But this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Compact. I think I got turned on to this originally from, it was either Jaclyn Hill or Jeffree Star. I can't remember who it was. It was one of them. I got it and I was like, oh, that's a bit expensive. But I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll give it a go. And I've been in love with it ever since. I've bought so many. As far as bronzer goes, I definitely used up the NARS Laguna. I had it in like a palette of 3 different colors. I ended up purchasing the full size of just the Laguna itself. The reason I love this one so much, I tried Hoola towards the end of the year and it broke me out. And that's such a struggle that I've noticed, is that bronzers, for some reason, really tend to make me get little bumps underneath my skin. And this is the only one that doesn't do that to me. And I love it. It's just such a good color. It's really nice because it's not too ashy. It's not too warm. It's just the perfect contour color. It doesn't make me have little tiny bumps under my skin. It doesn't make my jaw break out. So for me, this is so good. All of these products are good for oily, acne-prone skin. I have cystic acne, I have very oily skin, and these are the items that I have found, it's only taken me 33 years, that don't break my skin out. This is such a nightmare to get hold of, and I always feel bad recommending it, but like, it's what I used for the majority of the year. It's the Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 3. I think you can sometimes find them on eBay, but like people just jack up the prices ridiculously. But basically I use this whole palette just for this blush right here. The color of the blush is called Surreal Halo. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not. It's called Pure Effect. I wonder if you can just buy the blush alone, like on Hourglass, but it's called Pure Effect. If you can find Pure Effect, do it. It's the best blush ever. It has this beautiful corally pink color. It's got like a good amount of peach and a good amount of pink, but then it has this really pretty like sheen, so that when you turn your head, you still have this gorgeous little, very subtle glow. And so if you didn't want to wear highlight, you really wouldn't have to, because it's just kind of naturally just gives you a bit of a glow to your skin. It, again, does not break my skin out. It's beautiful, and it's just one of those colors that whether I'm fair or whether I have self-tanner on, it always works. And then I have 2 highlights that I used the most this year. This one looks like an absolute disaster. I've lost the top of it. It's the Maybelline Master Holographic 050 Prismatic Highlighter. It's amazing. It's little tiny fairy sparkles. It's like little fairy kisses just all over your face. And when you go in the sun, you just sparkle like an angel fairy goddess, and it is the most beautiful thing ever. If you want to just look so amazing this summer and you're out and about and the sun's hitting you and you're like on the lake or you're on the beach or wherever you are, and you're just like, hi friend, it's just so beautiful, and it just makes you look so magical, and it's just so good. But then if you're not in the sun, you still have this very tiny, it's not a chunky sparkle, it's a very light, fine sparkle. But then inside, it gives you such a good brightness and highlight, but then outside it just looks like so many tiny little iridescent sparkles, and it's amazing. And then I also really loved this one as well. This was the Divine Shine Baked Glossy Highlighter in Glow in Golden Hour. And I really like this one for the forehead, and then this one for here, here, and here. And I wear this one every single day on my brow bone because it's the perfect amount of just glow without being like, whoa, shimmery. And it's really beautiful. but it's not as sparkly and just magical as the other one. So on the days that I just want to, well, basically every day that I really want to sparkle, then I'll use the holographic one. If I just want to be kind of minimal, then I would use this one. But every day I use this one on my brow bone and my nose. As far as brows go, for the majority of the year, I switched to so many different products, but the one product that I really enjoyed the most is the Appiu Hara Tattoo Brow. This is like a pen. It's like a brow pen. It's like a thick marker, and I really liked this one, and this is in the color light brown. However, I have started using something that I think I like even more, and it's the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder in the shade number 1, and I've been using this shade alone with this brush, which I think makes a huge difference. This is the IT Brow Power brush. It's dual-sided, which is amazing, and then I top it off with the Kokie Cosmetics Brow Mascara Tinted Eyebrow Gel. Okay, mascara kind of switched halfway throughout the year. At first it was the Lancome Hypnose Drama with the Seals Booster XL primer from Lancome. But then, I don't remember when I made the switch, but I made the switch and it's so much cheaper. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend these ones to you as well, so you guys can have your option. The Lancome is amazing. I bought it over and over again. It's quite expensive, so you know, if I can save money, I will. This one that I currently have on, that I wear, that I have been wearing for a long time, is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Base from L'Oreal, and it's the Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express. This is amazing. It's a total dupe for the Hypnose Drama and the Seals Booster XL, but you have to use them together. Don't use this alone. You're not gonna like it as much. You have to use it with this. I'm telling you, trust me on the sunscreen. As far as my eyelash curlers go, I really liked these. These are despicable. I actually need to wash them. These are the Tweezerman eyelash curlers. I love them. They're great. They're rose gold, so they're cute. As far as an eyeshadow palette, I would say the one that I loved the very most, that I got the most use out of, was the Mellow Sinopia palette. And I just absolutely love, I mean, you can see it's so messy and dirty and despicable, and you're just like, ah. I used that color and that color the most, the nude and the blush. Sinopia I also used quite a bit, as well as the brick. And this is like such a good everyday palette for me. I loved it. And then on the lid, I used that same highlighter that I talked about, the sparkly one. And that was basically like my go-to palette. I used it so much. I did have a L'Oreal and a Maybelline palette that I really loved. I think it was the Lemonade palette and the L'Oreal Enchanted Paradise. It's currently, I still haven't unpacked my makeup collection, so it's currently packed, which says a lot to you because this one is out and my other ones are packed. I did use those so much though until I got this palette, and then this was my absolute go-to. So I will still link the Maybelline and the L'Oreal one because I used those every single day until I got the Sinopia, and then once I got the Sinopia, I found myself not using those ones and only using the Sinopia. And then this one I specifically just used for one color. It's the Rude Cosmetics Angelic Glow, and I used it for this color right here, which is called Pure. It's just a super sparkly white powder, and I put it in my inner corner to make me look alive. For a nude liner, this one, oh, so good, you guys. It's the Lord & Berry 1002 Nudo, and it's just a nude liner. I put it in my waterline every single day, unless for some reason I'm doing a really dark liner inside, but it is absolutely amazing. It's creamy, it just glides on, it's so pigmented. If I want a color, or I want a black liner, or I want a brow liner, or I want a liner up on top to kind of give me just like a kind of smoked out look, or use as a base, or just have it as a line up there, the Marc Jacobs. I mean, they are such decadent little liners. They're so good. The colors I love the most, that I use the most, are the Brownie, which is like a gorgeous brown. Oh God, they're just so buttery and creamy and smooth, and they stay on all day. They're just so amazing. Overt, or I'm sorry, is it Irony? I think it's Irony that I used the most. Yeah, it's Irony. So Irony is just like, oh, maybe that's just a dark gray. But that's the one I use the most, because Overt, oh, interesting. They're all slightly different. I think I used the Irony the most because that one's Overt. It kind of has like more of a sparkle to it. Fine Wine, and it's like this burgundy color. It looks amazing in the waterline if you have blue or green eyes. So those ones I would highly recommend. They're a little pricey, but they're so worth it. They stay on all day. They are amazing whether it's on your top lid or in your waterline. They are just delish. They're just so amazing. I do have a new palette that I've been using ever since I got it, and I'm obsessed. It is the Huda Beauty New Nudes. I did not use this in 2018, but I figured I would just go ahead and share it with you. What I have on today, it was not a 2018 at all. I literally just got it, so, but I just figured I'd put that out there. As far as lips go, there's a couple of different things that I would like, you know, I'd switch back and forth between, but for the most part, it was these combos. So it was always the Victoria's Secret lip balm. This is such an annoying thing because they discontinued it, which was like, ugh, so rude. It is the tinted lip balm. It smells like mint. You can get it on, I think, Amazon or eBay. I can't remember which one, but it's on either of those. I'll link it down below for you guys. It's just the best lip balm of your life. It's so, so good. It's so hydrating. It makes your lips look so beautiful and plumped up. It's just so good. I just love it. It gives you a slight bit of a tint, pinky or a pinky tint, and it tastes and smells like mint. I was obsessed with the Lord & Berry 3045 Natural Ultimate Lip Liner. This is such a great, just nudie mauve color. I love it. I have it on today. I wear it every single day. I don't even know the color anymore. Oh, it's called Hush Hush. And these are the plump line lip liners from Buxom Cosmetics. It's actually almost the exact color as the Lord & Berry. You can see it's a little bit darker, but these are amazing. And then I use this one as well. This is the White Russian Plump Line Lip Liner. And I would put this in the, like I'd outline with the Hush Hush, and then I would do this one in the rest of the lip to like lighten it up. And it's just like that gorgeous peachy, reminds me so much of MAC Playing Coy. This is MAC Playing Coy. This was a lipstick that I used so much of. This is actually one of their, when they re-brought it out, I was like, ah! I don't actually know where my other one is, but this is, obviously it doesn't look like I've used it very much, but I did. So Playing Coy, as you can see, the White Russian is almost exact, and Playing Coy is probably discontinued again. Why did they do that? It's like such a good lipstick. It's like my go-to lipstick of all time. If you can find it, you should get it. If not, get the White Russian. The gloss that I used a lot was the Fly Gal from Wet n Wild. This one is just like a really beautiful, just like peachy, kind of pinky tone. It's right there. It's really glossy. The formula is really super like, it's a little bit more sheer, but it puts color down, but it's not like super opaque, but then it's not sticky or anything. And it was just amazing. I wore it a ton. This one is the 207 Sky Pink from Revlon, drugstore as well. The drugstore lips were giving me life this year or last year. So that one is a little bit lighter. That one just adds a little bit more of like that kind of really pouty, light nude lip color. And then the one that I used the very, very most, which was so difficult because I wasn't able to share it with you guys. And I think it's gonna be launching like next week. And I still can't share with you what it is, but I'm just gonna kind of give you like a sneak peek. It's this color. I will swatch it for you. Like I said, I'm not allowed to say anything yet. This is what I wore for the majority of the last part of the year. We finally got the formula exactly how I wanted it, and the color was finally right. It took a very long time. I think, yeah, towards the last part of the year, I have been testing it out, making sure I like the formula. We tried it so many different times and the formula was not how I wanted it to be. And then finally, we got it, and so that's basically what I've been wearing. And I've had so many people asking about it and so many people complimenting me, and I'm never able to say what it is, and it's so like hard to be able to be like, nah, I just want to scream what it is, but I can't. So I've kind of like let you guys know like, it's something that's coming soon, but it's not available yet. So I feel so bad if you guys have asked and I've had to like just tell you like, oh, I'm not allowed to share. That's all you get a little tiny peek. But I did swatch it for you guys, so that is the color right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it now because I do have it on, but it's just such perfection. Like, look how pretty this color is, you guys. This is a gloss, and that was another thing that took us so very long, was because it was a different formula than they had ever done because it was a gloss. And so that is what took the longest. I feel so bad, like what a jerk. I'm like, by the way, I use this a bunch and I love it, but I can't share it. But the timing is just, it's been kept on getting pushed back and pushed back. And so we thought we were gonna be able to launch before Christmas, and then that didn't happen. If you've been wondering what this color is, that's what it is. I still can't tell you, but it will be coming very, very soon. So just keep your eyes open. I will do an announcement video and you will know exactly what it is, and then you'll be able to purchase it. It is gonna be able to be available internationally as well, which is so exciting. There's everything for makeup. I used MAC Fix Plus a ton to get shadows wet, but I've gotten rid of it now because I just used it up and I haven't repurchased a new one. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to skincare and hair care. The very first thing I think that I need to talk about is the one that I talked about so many times this year. Last year. This is the Body Shop Banana Truly Nourishing Conditioner. The shampoo and conditioner I used so much last year. I tried different things and I'd always end up going back to this. It's just such a good, first of all, it smells amazing, but it's such a good hydrating, nourishing, just like healthy shampoo and conditioner. It makes your hair feel so good. If you are someone who has blonde hair and you highlight it a lot, you know that it can get a little bit like sad feeling. And with this, as soon as I start using this again, my hair just feels like hair again, and it's so healthy and shiny and silky. It does add a little bit of brassiness, so I recommend also, if you are blonde, using the Unite Blonda shampoo. This is a purple shampoo. They also have a conditioner. I find that I can get away with just using the shampoo, and it seems to be like that's enough purple to where I don't have to get the shampoo as well, or sorry, the conditioner as well. But I do feel like this is the best purple shampoo I've ever used. I've used a ton. Obviously, I used to work in a hair salon and do hair professionally for years. I've tried Paul Mitchell's, I've tried Rusk, there's so many different ones that I've tried, and I feel like Unite is definitely the best, and it smells like grape. And then for masks, sorry, this is like super gross, it's been in my shower. This is the Body Shop Banana Truly Nourishing Hair Mask. This is such a beautiful hair mask. It's, again, got that banana scent, so it's really delicious. It's a little thicker than the conditioner, and it just makes it so that your hair feels so just hydrated and silky, and it really just adds a lot of, it's just like a good hair mask. Like, I use it once a week, and I feel like when I use it, my hair just feels like, oh, thank you, friend, I'm so happy. So highly recommend that. As far as a hairbrush goes, that's gross. I should have taken my hair out. That's really disgusting. I'm sorry. Oh God, there's so much in here. Okay, well, sorry. This is the wet brush. This is the only thing that I ever use to comb out my hair. I just feel like it's just the best. If you don't want to use just a regular brush on wet hair, because that can cause a lot of breakage and damage to your hair. This though, it just glides through. I have one for Phoenix, I have one for Lily, I have one for me. It's just the best brush ever. It really does just glide through the hair when it's wet, takes out all the tangles, and doesn't cause any damage. As far as dry shampoo, this has been my favorite for the year. It is the Detox Dry Shampoo from Drybar. I first got hooked on Drybar products because of Alexandria Garza. She had this video a long time ago, and she had talked about like a texturizing spray or something like that, and so I initially bought it because of her, and then I was hooked ever since. So this one is really great. The only thing is that if your hair is like when I had the pink, I couldn't use it because it does come out quite powdery, and so it really brightens your roots up if you are someone who has platinum hair or if you have blonde. But if you are someone who's like kind of in that middle range where you're like not quite brunette and you're not quite blonde, it's a little bit tricky because it does make your hair look a little powdery. So that's my only complaint. Like right now, my hair is a little darker than usual, and I notice sometimes it looks a little weird at the roots, but nothing I can't handle. And then as far as a leave-in conditioner, this is the Unite 7 Seconds Condition Leave-In Detangler. Oh, this is such a good product, you guys. If you haven't tried that product, you need to. I also love the Unite Liquid Volume Instant Texture Hold. This is amazing if you want big hair. If you want to make it seem like you have the most thick, luscious, delightful hair and really you don't, this is the product that you need. You can spray it at your roots, you can spray it on your mid-length, you can spray it on your ends. It adds texture, it adds a ton of volume. It makes your hair go from like flat and kind of like meh to like, whoa, big hair. Like it makes it look like you just have so much hair than you do. I really don't have as much as I used to. My hair is decent, but it's not like it once was back when I was young. I actually didn't use any today, so this is just my hair with nothing. But if I put this in my hair would be twice as big. It would be so full and so just like ginormous. Actually, I wonder if I should just do it for you guys so you can see. I'll just do it. Okay, so this is my hair currently. So you can see it's kind of just like, you know, it's not that big, it's a little flat. So I'm just gonna do before. What you're gonna do is you're gonna shake up the bottle really, really well. This is gonna be like an hour-long video, but what's new? So then you're going to go into little sections like this. You're gonna flip it over and you're just gonna spray at your root and then just kind of spray down. And then again, oh come on, you little bangs. I'm so sick of my bangs, you guys. Worst decision of 2018. Don't do it. Okay, then I flip that over. Get over there. Then I do the exact same thing on this side. And I flip that over. And then I just take a little bit in the back as well. And you will feel it in your hair. Like it does definitely add a little bit of kind of like a sticky kind of feeling. So if you want to like run your fingers through your hair, this is not the product for you. It's going to add texture and volume and make your hair huge. So then what I usually do is start at the roots and you're just going to massage it as if you were like giving yourself a head massage. And you're going to be able to feel it in there and you're going to feel that it's just like thickening up your hair. And then you're going to get it under here where you sprayed it all at the roots first. You can see how big that side is already. And then like, see how it's just sitting there, but then wait. Again, you're gonna massage all of the roots. And I just only ever use my fingers. Like that's really all you need. And then you're just gonna kind of, with your fingers, just kind of making this little shape. Look how much bigger that side is. And then again, you're just kind of like breaking apart the curls and just like getting in there and just really roughening up the cuticle, and voila. Like look how much bigger my hair is now. Even up top, I have all this volume. I didn't even have to back comb, and you have like mounds and mounds of hair. And all you did was just add a little spray to your hair. And you have huge hair. So this is the after. So it's really great if you just want to add some quick curls, just do a couple sprays, shake your head with your fingers, and boom, your hair is just like, hello goddess. I get a lot of people asking me if I have extensions, and I don't. It's just my own hair. And you can see it wasn't like that big when I started, but it gets real big after you put that spray in. So I kind of switched my skincare routine towards the end of the year. Like in the fall time, I added some new products in. I am gonna go ahead and share those with you guys because that's currently what I've been using for the last quarter of the year. But I'm also gonna share with you some of the items that I did use for the majority of 2018. As far as the like makeup removers go, I used this a ton in 2018. This is the Origins Original Skin Cleansing Makeup Removing Jelly with Willow Herb. I am currently using something else. Well, I just ran out of it. I was using the Fountain of Truth Take It Off Cleansing Balm. That's all gone now. Okay, as far as a scrub, this is the best. It's the Murad Pure Pore Rescue Skin Smoothing Polish. This is a new one that I just got. I've used up so many of these. I highly recommend it if you have oily, acne-prone, trouble skin. This is an amazing scrub. It's not super rough to where it's like, ooh, I feel like I'm doing some harm, but it's gritty enough to where it really does exfoliate super duper well. This is what I've been using now for the past few months, and I love it. It's the Beauty by Design Purify No. 147. Again, it's a really good cleanser if you have problematic, oily, acne-prone skin. I love it. For the whole of 2018, this was the acne treatment that I used. It's the Obagi Cleansiderm MD Therapeutic Lotion Benzoyl Peroxide 5% Acne Treatment. This is my third one of these, I think. I am obsessed. It's amazing. It's $80. It's very expensive, but it's the only acne treatment that I have found that actually does its job. My skin has been so much better since I started using this, and then ever since I started my new current skincare routine, I feel like just in general my skin just looks better. But if you're trying to get rid of your acne, cystic acne, little tiny bumps, whatever kind of acne you have, you need to get this. It is a lifesaver. It's a game changer. It's the best acne product out there, and I've tried them all, trust me. I've been having acne since I was 13 and I'm currently 33, so that's 20 years of my life that I've been miserable. And then this is the Obagi Cleansiderm MD. This is the Pore Therapy Salicylic Acid 2%. This is a great toner. It's very intense. I don't use it all over my face. I just use it when I have a breakout and I've popped it, I stick it on there. Or if I have a breakout and I haven't popped it, I stick it on there. It's basically just when I have like a situation that I need to get rid of, I put this on a cotton pad, kind of hold it in that area, and then put this one over after I've washed my skin. The moisturizer that I used for the majority of 2018 was the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is the Magic Night Cream, and this is the Charlotte's Magic Cream. This one I used at night, this one I used in the day. I bought a ton of them. However, ever since I stopped using this, I don't have a watery eye anymore. So I'm pretty sure I had a lot of products last year that I was using that were quite highly scented, and my eye was so watery last year that it was just an absolute nightmare. And then I got a new moisturizer, the one that I'm currently using, and I stopped using this and my eye stopped watering. I love it though. It's the most amazing moisturizer ever. It's really expensive. It's $100 for the big jar. It's worth it. It's a great moisturizer, but if you have a watery eye situation, I would not recommend it. So the moisturizer that I'm currently using is the Beauty by Design Hydrate number 310, and this is a great moisturizer. It's just super lightweight, but really still hydrating. It does a super good job of just making my skin look and feel really nice. And then I've been using the Treat number 531 Revitalizing Serum a ton. I have so many different products that I get to try out. I'm very lucky. And I really do like this serum. I think it's great. I use it morning and night. And then I have been trying out another one that I've recently been using for like the past month or so, but it's not available yet, so I can't share it yet, but that has also been a great one. But like I said, I'm not allowed to talk about it yet. As far as the sunscreen goes, this is the best. It's the Obagi Sun Shield Tint. Again, kind of pricey, but it's the best sunscreen if you have oily, acne-prone skin, because it doesn't break you out, it doesn't make you any greasier. It has a tint to it, so it kind of evens out your skin tone and makes you look like a little better and kind of adds a little bit of color to your face. And it is a Sun Shield SPF 50, which is like, whoa. I used the Bioderma Sensibio H2O for my eye makeup removal. That is amazing. If you are someone who has sensitive eyes or watery eyes, I wouldn't recommend using any of the oils, cleansing balms, anything like that on your eye, because it can really irritate them. So I just use that, and I just put it on a little, cotton pad, wipe off my eye makeup, boom, no problems, everything's gone, it's perfect. And then last but certainly not least, I have deodorant and toothpaste. You gotta do this kind of stuff. This is the Secret Clinical Strength Smooth Solid Stress Response. It's the only deodorant that actually works and doesn't make me stink. I use a bunch of different ones. It works for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden my body's like, nope, you can't hold me down, and then it stinks, and I'm like, cool beans. So that one's the only one that I never get like immune to. And as far as the toothpaste goes, I really loved in 2018 the Crest 3D White Luxe Glamorous White Toothpaste. I bought so many of these. It's amazing. I get so many compliments on my teeth. How do you whiten your teeth? What do you use? And then as far as like white strips go, I highly recommend the Crest Glamorous White or 3D Glamorous White, whatever they're called. They're like the 30-minute whitening strips. I really only have to do them like maybe twice a year. Like, it's not very often, but they work amazingly. They're so good. And then to just maintain, I used that. I'm currently using a new one, which is the Hello Charcoal toothpaste, which I actually quite like. Like, I do feel like my teeth are really white with that as well. Both of them do a great job of whitening and keeping your teeth looking nice and sparkly. So there is my best of beauty 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. Everything will be linked down below. So if you see something that you like in your life, then definitely be sure to check that description box. It'll be down there for you. And of course, don't forget to go and check out Ashley's channel. You can subscribe to her. She's so sweet. You guys are gonna love her. She's really just fun. She just like cracks me up, and her accent just makes her even better. She's got the most beautiful eyes. Tell her I sent you and show her a little bit of love, and I'll see you guys in my next video.